G'day everybody, welcome to Zombie Bites Everything. Got some GTA 5. Gonna be trying to... Shut up, you! Bloody iPad screamed at me. Gonna be doing some... making a race. I've been enjoying making the races, that's why I've been making lots of them. Excuse me. But first, let's go on and collect our chips and do anything we need to do there first. I've got a lot of editing I need to do in GTA. Etopica. There's a message that keeps flashing up. It flashes up and it has a red Rockstar logo, but it never stays there long enough for you to read. It flashes in transparently and disappears. I don't know what that is. Hope everyone's doing alright out there.
Hello, sir. How can I be of help today?
No chips. I find that very strange. The timer doesn't count down while you're not in the game, even though the timing of the day and that does count down. Excuse me. I thought I went to bed relatively early last night, but maybe I didn't. Uh, 12 and a half hours? I'm on my way to 14 million. $14 million in chips. I don't know what.
Hey. Yeah, cut the shit. Were they interested?
I think 13 million chips is the most chips I've ever had. At one time, that is.
Avon called. He wants...
Like I said, Avon called. Ding dong, Avon calling. Ravon. Fuck, you can never get those people out of your house. Worse than fucking Bible bashers. Do 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 do. Now, I've only been... Topeka got attacked by a boar, a pig. Well, it didn't attack her, she got to kill it. And I've only seen a pug and a cougar. And neither one actually got to attack me, because I killed it before it got a chance to. I wouldn't mind seeing something, that'd be cool. Then I'll walk around here for a little bit, sip on my coffee, have me morning smoke. I only just woke up not long ago too, by the way. I honestly... Oh, that's the time? Okay. I don't even know how long I got. Alright, something's gonna happen. Ah, it's getting close. That lightning just told me it's 2 hours left before the end of the night time, or 2 minutes. That was the 4 o'clock lightning. G'day, Jen. How you going? Hope you and Saucy are doing alright. Do 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 do. Not going to be any animals, and not after 1 o'clock apparently. Okay, let's have a fly around. We'll take this instead of the Deluxo today. Take this big bird. Actually, just wait for this fog to clear up. I'm trying to make a really, really long track. I was halfway through making one last night, and it got myself an idea. However, it wasn't quite right. So I need to look around. I need to find a way to be able to build a race that gives me a decent length. That's what she said. No, I want to build a track that actually is a race, an endurance race. But I don't want it to be laps, and I don't want anything to be really the same in it. And I want to do a transformer race to where I use as many vehicles as I can. And I don't want to use planes or boats. In fact, I'm quite happy to do three separate races. One really long endurance race that involves vehicles that are land vehicles, endurance race for air vehicles, and an endurance race for boats. I don't know how long I want the race to last, but I want it to last. I want it to last a while. I would like the track to be at least 20 miles plus. The biggest track so far built was 12 miles. But that 12-mile track actually encumbered most of the map, like going around it. Pretty sure. I don't have that race anymore. I think I deleted it. I'm going to have sections of the track that is going to have to be up high, obviously, with some, I don't know, what would we call it? I'm going to have to do some props. Maybe we can do some props that go down to the ground and pop back up again. Contact, contact. Normally when I fly like this, there's a good chance that I'll crash. But this looks better. So this is how we're going to fly while we look around. Alright, let's stay away from the military base. We can't really record in there with the Rockstar thingy, and it's kind of annoying. So we're going to avoid military zone. I like how you can see me gauges in the plane. That's pretty cool. It's going to be getting late for where you guys are. Was it like 8:14 in the evening for Jen and Saucy? I had a game of Dead Island, the first Dead Island yesterday with Saucy. It was the first time I'd played Dead Island in like almost a year. I had to try and get everything to come back to me. I was like trying to remember all the buttons, and bloody Saucy did pretty good though. I don't mind this. What about a train race? What about a race where the train is the enemy and any one of us could get knocked out by the train and we never know when it's coming? We just utilise the train tracks to follow, and we weave in and out of them and go through the tunnels every now and then, and we might be able to get a dangerous track to where a train can pop through at any moment and fuck shit up. That could work. I know we can put checkpoints on train tracks, so that could work. Alright, so there's one idea. We can utilise the train tracks. Okay. We've already done windmills. Doesn't mean we can't have it go through the windmills again. But this time for a race vehicle rather than a plane. We could do that. The trick is knowing which tracks the trains actually turn up on. Well, it's both sides there. The train does go under the city goes through the tunnels under the city, so might be an issue. Very tight space, very hard to get in there and move around with the camera while you're trying to put things down like checkpoints. So that might pose a problem. Because when you go into the tunnels, if you get turned around somehow, it might... There are spots where the track veers off, and if you get turned around, you might not be able to know which way do you go. Of course, there'd be a checkpoint on the other side, but that doesn't mean it's going to help you when you're underground and turned around. It could look like you got to go left and then straight, but it might not end up being that because the track curves underground. So we'll have a look. Alright, let's go have a look over towards the boardwalk. I don't mind the jetty, so maybe we can have a race that goes around the jetty, or weaves in and out of the jetty, or at least a part of the race goes over there. Basically, if you could design a race that actually helps people, don't just design, like, I don't want to just design a race that has props and, you know, tracks everywhere, cool little bends and all that sort of stuff. The road itself, the natural way the layout is of the roads, is something that's in story mode and online mode. It's the same for everybody. So if you could build a race that actually could teach people how to get from one, say, important spot, like let's say you wanted to get from this garage here that's near the military base, because you've got missions there, or you've got, you know, a bunker or something. Let's say you want to get to the bunker or the military base itself and you're not familiar, you're new to the game. Well, if you do races where you can actually learn the route, learn the roads, and if there are shortcuts on how to get from one location to another, if you include those in, then you could theoretically condition the human brain so then your friends and that would be able to know, like you'd be able to go, hey man, I'm at the casino, where do you want me to meet you? Oh, I want you to meet me at the facility in Paleto Bay. How do I get there? Ah, the race teaches you. You do that race a few times and you'll go, oh yeah, no worries, I know where that is. Boom. Yeah, you're not allowed to condition people's minds without their knowing. It's unethical. But let's try and do it anyway. Let's try and teach people how to get around. Can't tell how high off the ground I am. Oh, I'm fairly high. That's all good. Let's get a little lower. Ah, dealer's over here. See, that's got an alright area around here that kind of looks like a track already. Around this beach. Kind of looks like it could be a track. Maybe we can make a go-kart. We'll start with a small one. We'll make a go-kart track here. Little buzz, go-kart. Maybe we could take it up on the boardwalk. And bring it back down. Little fun one. Sounds like it could work. Hey, don't lag out and freeze on me. Stupid game. Oh, imagine if the flying. Imagine if your view for your racing was forced view like this. You always had it constantly changing on you while you're trying to race. Now that would be hilarious to watch. Okay, so I have a little bit of an unfair advantage on a lot of people because I fly around like this just for fun. Just for shits and gigs. I mean, as they say, it's all funny to you giggling shit, isn't it? G'day Dreamer, how you going, man? I'd love to be able to make it to them when you flew, yeah, or when you raced it, always change the view like this. This would be awesome. Very hard to get your car or vehicles to do this in a race because the same button to turn this on is also to focus on a checkpoint. So if you're too close to a checkpoint, it'll focus on the checkpoint. You need to be far enough away from the checkpoints that it gives you this view instead. I don't think that's going to be a possibility. Oh, we could try the bonnet cam. That might look better. Maybe people will forget they're in a go-kart if they don't see the go-kart. Vroom, 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 vroom. This is going to be stupid. Let's try it anyway. I really do like the windmills. The windmill farm. That's pretty fucking cool. And it adds to a lot of stuff. Fuck it, don't get hit, you idiot! You can do this, don't be a fucking retard! You fucking talk about flying like this, you better fucking show the people you can. Talk yourself up, look, crash on the ground, you look like an idiot. There we go. Whoops. I'd say that was a success. I would say that's definitely a success. Oh, let's take the helicopter out. You know, I've done plenty of air races before, but I don't think I've ever done an air race that only involves a helicopter. What are you climbing up on top for, idiot? Let's see what these guys can actually do. And that plane's all right. Its handling and maneuverability is pretty good. It's fine for races. But what about a helicopter? You know, they notoriously are not the easiest to fly for a lot of people. People struggle with the helicopters. Big, overcoming, very hard to maneuver. You know, how do you pull up? How do you land without smashing into the ground? Not the hardest thing to fly, but if I was to ask people which is the most that they have difficult with, it would probably be the helicopters. And I think I know exactly which helicopter most people struggle with the most. It's that single-seater fucking little buzzbox mosquito thing. It's stupid. It's one of those helicopters that as soon as you get it on its side like that, it just fucking veers. It doesn't like correcting. Very hard to get it back to level. But to me, I have a test that I like to do to helicopters, and if the helicopter passes the test, then it's good enough to fly, in my opinion. There's certain things, if you can get the helicopter to do certain things, you can pretty much control it in any situation. Pretty much, not guaranteed. This is not a guarantee. And I've done this test with the best helicopters that I absolutely love flying and can fly really well, and it's worked. It's also failed. I've crashed. Oh, there's a bit of a hard landing, that one. Okay, so first things first, let's get out of here. And while I explain what this test is. This test is what I call going down Chiliad. Alright, so you got Mount Chiliad here. And if you go over here, the question is, how close, how quick can you get down to that town down there, going down the side of this mountain with your helicopter? So you want to gain speed while dropping altitude and not clipping any of the rocks, staying close to the mountain, and get down there as quick as possible. It's not hard. It's not impossible. It's just a little difficult with the helicopters because you have to feather the acceleration. You can't just decelerate and accelerate at the same time and go. It's a feathering process, because if you decelerate too much, you get closer to the mountain too quick, and you can't. It's not. Yeah, you'll have to have a look in a second. I'll show you. Oh, I need a coffee. Where's my coffee? There's my coffee. Still hot? Should be. Only made it a little while ago. Oh yeah, that's a nice cuppa. I fucking love coffee. Actually, I love the coffee that Topeka gets me. It's always the instant coffee because I don't care. I love coffee, but I don't love it. I'm not one of those people that obsess over it and, you know, act like. I get it. There's a whole brewing process for some of the people out there. Everybody claims they know how to make the best coffee. A lot of people that make the best coffee claim they know how everybody should be drinking coffee. It's like it's like coffee to me is like wine. And by that I mean, I'll drink it when I want, the way I want, whichever fucking one I want, and I'll drink it with whatever the fuck I want. That's how I treat coffee. Like, when people go, you can't have red wine, you're not eating this particular food. Fuck off. Don't tell me what I can and can't put in my fucking mouth. I don't know why people act like, if anybody understands or knows the reasons why people do, oh, you can't have red wine with fish. Why not? Because what? I'm not fucking putting a mouthful of wine in my mouth and then taking a mouthful of fish and chewing it together. You know? If your food's good enough, you can eat it with anything. Oh, I see it. Anyway. Test number 1. Now, just because I do this test, it does not mean that this hill and this test that I do will make it into a race. That's not about that. So I like to get about this high. And when we line ourselves up, see, because it's not. Look how sheer that cliff face is. Can you pick the perfect line that goes down without crashing and all that sort of stuff? I know there's people out there probably. I go down this mountain all the time on fucking helicopters. It's not that hard. No, it's not. But there are certain helicopters that can do it and certain helicopters that cannot. E.g., the cargo bob is very hard to get this one just to work. Look at the way the winds on top of the mountain are actually affecting the helicopter. That's pretty cool. I'm not steering. This is just it floating and hovering and doing its own thing. That's just doing its own thing. I don't know why it's doing it, but... See, this one's pretty responsive with its up, down, up, down, up. Oh, see, that wasn't... That's the thing, your tail gets in the way. It doesn't look like it's going to be hard, but the tail gets in the way. Alright, ready? Let's put that out. And dive. So the Maverick can do it, no problem. The Maverick can do that. No wuckers. Does that in seconds. I guess I think we could even get closer to the mountain. Let's see. I think we can. Oh, actually, we'll get up the top of the mountain and see if there's a animal that wants to come and attack us. So I'm only going to do this stream for a little bit. We'll get at least one race built, hopefully. And then I'm going to stop this stream and I'm going to start up a new one, but it's going to be a members only. Oh, I was further off the ground than I thought. Don't get hit by the propeller. Alright. Should end up being a, oh, that's bad. No scope on that. Okay. Oh, that sucks. I didn't realise I had a thermoscope on there. I'm going to have to change that. I don't want me heavy sniper rifle having that. Fuck a duck. Just waiting for that sun to go down. So how is everybody doing today? Is everybody doing alright? Everybody get themselves enough sleep? Everybody get themselves enough work? Everybody get themselves enough of a feed, a drink, whatever they're doing today? Did you enjoy it? So as you can see, there's no rain or clouds or anything like that are going to give us rain, but we're getting the lightning. It's because it's just gone 8 o'clock. And around 4 o'clock in the morning we'll get more lightning. But there will be a couple of points of lightning during the night. There'll be no rain or anything like that. I'm okay. How are you? Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Thank you very much. How's Saucy doing today? Is he doing alright? He doesn't strike me as the type of person that'd whinge about problems if he had any anyway. He probably wouldn't let you know. I don't know. I'm basing that off nothing really. I only know Saucy through YouTube. I don't know him personally. He might stub his toe and cry and need a bubble bath. I don't know. He might lose a toe and not even know about it. I don't know. He might be the type of person that loses a toe and goes, just a toe, I've got 9 more. Keeps going on with life. Me, if I lost a toe, I'll cry about it. And for 6 months, everybody will know that I'm missing a toe because I'll go, I'm missing a toe. Someone will tell me about, you know, a family pet or something getting lost and being found dead on the highway, and I'll be like, yeah, I can relate. I'm missing a toe. Saucy's an alright fella. I was enjoying having a game with him yesterday. I was actually enjoying being in Dead Island again. I played Dead Island 2 and all that. And I got another trophy being with Saucy, and it made me have a look at me trophies, and I got like 5 trophies left before that's platinum. So I'm like, I'm gonna have to get into that. Problem is, how. One of the trophies, I need to be in a in the arena match, or in a match, or in a game. I need to be one character, and there's 4 characters you can have for the main story. I need to be in a game where I'm one character and every one of the other characters is being used in that game too. So all 4 are the different characters. I need to do that. You know what? Let's just walk around here and see what we can find, because this animal's not coming to me standing there. Let's go down the mountain. The bear went over the mountain to see what he could see. Hey, the other side of the mountain was all that he could see. Hey, so he went back over the mountain to see what he could see. Hey, the other side of the mountain was all that he could see. No? Dumber Dumber? Green Jelly? Anyone? Never mind. That song was called Bear Goes Over the Mountain by Green Jelly. Green Jelly. I first heard of Green Jelly years and years and years ago, back in 90s. They did the song Three Little Pigs. Little pig, let me in. Not white hairs on our chinny chin chin. Huffin' and puffin' and blow your house in. It was a fun song, and it was I think it was a clay puppet animation for the video clip. It was really good. That's clever. My guy's walking down this hill like he's like, oh, need a shit, need a shit, need a shit, need a shit, need a shit. Look at him. He's like, oh, cheeks don't fail me now. Oh, cheeks don't fail me now. Oh, cheeks don't fail me now. I don't want everybody to think you walk around just looking at people and thinking that's what they look like when they want to, like, do you examine people, like, study people? And what's wrong with you, zombie? Are you fucking mental? Well, let me answer those questions in order. No, and maybe. I might just be. I don't believe anybody has good mental faculties. I think every single person is crazy in their own way. And some of those people are so crazy they come across as sane. And some of those people come across as sane, they're actually the fucking craziest. I don't trust people that are really, like, I don't trust people that have got their shit together. You know? I don't trust people that don't have their shit together. I don't trust people. Actually, I don't trust people. I don't trust animals. I'm a very untrusting person. I don't trust anyone. Or anything. Okay, I trust Topeka. Do I trust my grandkids? Depends. That's another weird concept itself, isn't it? Trust. The way we'll trust people. Some of us trust too easily. Some of us have struggles trusting because of previous issues or things that have happened in our life. They make it hard. They dull us down or blunt us to the point where trusting is not an option. For whatever reasons. There's all sorts of reasons why people don't trust anybody. Probably all sorts of reasons why people do trust people. Or animals. Or anything. For instance, I trust, you know, I think we all have to put trust in something. Even those people that go, I don't trust anybody ever, no matter what. It's like, yeah, you do. At some point, you've put trust in somebody. You know, it's there's no way around it. Literally, no way around it. So a person goes, I don't trust anybody. Okay, did you build your house? Yeah. No, I mean, did you build it with your own two hands? No. Okay, well then you're trusting the people that built your house. Did you build your car with your own two hands? No. Then you're trusting the people that built your car. Those people that go, I don't trust anybody, and then board a plane. It's like, do you know the pilot? No. So you're trusting he didn't have a drink at all. You're trusting he's sober and he's capable of his job. You're trusting the people that hired him or her because of the recommendations that pilot got. You're trusting that they made the right decision. So I think through default we end up no animals at all. It's weird. See, couple of minutes. I think the animals are a rarer thing. So through default, you'll end up trusting people whether you like it or not. Always comes to a point, you end up... You put your trust in people. You don't, even if you don't want to, eventually you end up doing it. Nothing you can do about it. Okay, so if you're one of those people to go, well, I don't fly, so that never applies to me. Okay, then. What do you have in your life that was man-made by some other human? Whatever that product is, you're trusting it won't fail, and you're trusting that person did the right thing when they made it, that they did a good job. Whatever it is. If you're a lady and you've got a vibrator, you're trusting that lithium battery and that lithium rechargeable battery that they put in that new fancy vibrator, you're trusting it doesn't explode like when it does in an Apple iPod. You're trusting it doesn't explode right on your cooter. That's a lot of fucking trust. And I just realised that there's some of my female audience would have went, how crude talking about that sort of thing. And some of them would have said, ha, vibrators. Yeah. They smile because they know they've got one. Or they know someone who's got one. Or they want to get one. Or, I don't know, I'm just going to keep going. For some reason. And then there might be some out there that might go, you know what? I never thought about that, and I've just ruined their fucking portable, rechargeable, connect up to your Bluetoothy, phony fucking lithium battery fucking... And now they're too scared to use it ever again. I'm sure you'll be fine. Trust. Women are more trusting than men. While we're on the subject of vibrators, sex toys and all that sort of stuff, when it comes to that sort of subject, women are way more trusting. You ladies are way more trusting than guys. Way more. You are so trusting, you are insane. You don't believe me? Check out any type of adult shop. Have a look at the sex toys that are there for men and the sex toys for women. And you'll see that there is a vast majority of the toys are for women. They're designed for women. I suggest maybe homosexual men. You know, but there's not a lot there for men. You know? Why? Because yous are more trusting. Someone says, we made this, stick it in ya. Alright then. Oh, it's got vibrations. Okay. Now, the same applies to men. We made this, stick your thing in this. No. How do I know it won't grip it and rip it off? You know, it's like you ladies are way more trusting than men. Way more trusting. Way more. Women are way more trusting than men when it comes to doctors. When it comes to doctors. To me, it's like, I don't want another man grabbing me on the junk. But when it comes to my junk, if I need to see a doctor about it, I want it to be a dude because he knows how important my junk is to me. But women, you trust men when it comes to gynecology. Half of them don't even know how to turn a woman on. And you trust them down there. Or maybe that's why you do it. You know, I can go there and I don't have to worry about being turned on. I don't know. Why isn't there more women gynecologists and OBNs? OBGYNs or whatever the fuck they are. Why isn't there more of them? Why is it mainly dominated by men? I'm not trying to turn this into one of these sexist things that certain roles should only be by this blah 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 blah. I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm saying. It's like, why would a lady, a female, woman, whatever, trust a man? It's not even a part of a female that was named by a female. On a female, it's all named by a man. Whenever you feel intelligent going, I have a clitoris stimulation. Clitoris was a word given you by a man. Not even a female came up with that. He just trusted a man. What do you want to name it? Clitoris. We're going to name that clitoris. Are you okay with that, Dr. Clitoris? Most things get named after the person. I'm picturing a guy getting his medical degree going up there and Mr. Clitoris graduating summa cum laude or whatever the fuck, some Latin shit. Alright, let's build a race. We've had a look around and no animals coming to attack me, so let's go build a race. That's what we're doing. Now, train track, boardwalk. Let's go try the boardwalk one first, because that's going to be a bit more simpler. Boardwalk. It's heading in the right direction. So I reckon this could be turned into a nice little go fart track. So first things first, let's place a trigger down. I honestly never give a shit. I don't really care. I've stopped worrying about where I put the trigger. I used to put the trigger down and go, I want to start the race here. I put the trigger here, and then, you know, because you have to have the start of the race be not too far away from the trigger. But then I realised, you know what? It's probably better off not doing that. So we're going to make this a maximum of 4. We'll put it at 1 lap. Available vehicles, you can go off. Go farts only. I don't give a shit about that. Always night time. Can't spell slaughter without laughter. Okay. Let's turn the traffic off, but we'll keep the pedestrians on, and we'll keep the wanted levels on too. This will be fun. Okay, leave that like that. Oh man. Alright. What? Ah, need a title. Back in a second, guys. I'm back. I heard a sound. I thought the grandkid and daughter might have been here, so had to go check. Nope. Alright, gotta leave that there like that. Start with see, it wants me to put it in. It says I can have it in the dirt. I don't want it in the dirt. So, what do we have to do? Well, what we'll do is easy. We will start it along here. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. Let's start there. Oh, that's a dead end. Ah, shit bricks. Ah, that's alright. We'll just go that way. Good, 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 good. No, you shit. Can't have you there. Can have you there, though. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Buzz, buzz. Oh, let's buzz this way. Buzz, buzz with our bumblebee buzz. Buzz, buzz. Can I drive over that? Is that something that I can actually drive over? Let's have a look. That's what I have to do. Sometimes it's hours. Yep. It looked like a lump I couldn't drive over, but I could. Okay, so let's say we went around there. Where we come from? we're over here. Let's say we come through. Was it here? Fuck, I'm lost now. Let's say we turned up here. Okay. And we had... this isn't even where I came through. You suck, zombie. You can't even fucking play a game properly, you idiot. You big fucking dill pickle. So we cut up here. Hey, buddy. And I'll run him over. Do we want to go around? Yes, we do. Do we want to go over this way? I don't think we do. Nope. I don't think that'll be a good idea. Okay, so let's just continue. I'm trying to memorize this as well. Take a laugh. Ah. Yeah, that'll work. How about this little nook? Where do you go? Back onto here. Alright. Now we're getting somewhere. This could work. Hang on a second. I like this car park. Maybe we could put something in here. Ah, yes. Yes. Zombie's got an idea. Uh-huh. It's always dangerous when zombie gets ideas. Dude. I mean, that could actually work. I mean, cutting through there would be a bit of a challenge too, I suppose. And it would cut out that long bit. Nope. I'm going to continue going the way we just planned out. You put the checkpoint just into the corner itself. Ah, so you want to be a nasty little bitch, don't ya? You nasty little bitch. There we go. I wasn't going to add props to this, but then when I got my little idea, I decided, you know what, we're going to put some props in. Just here, for starters. So first prop we're going to put in, we are going to put in racetrack, yes, but let's put with barriers. And let's, oh my hat, that is huge. That is also what she said to someone, not me, but anyway. No point crying over small penis. No, that's not going to work. Zombie, you had a cool idea and then you went and fucked it by trying to put it into practice. You idiot. You not learned before. Zombie, ideas of intelligent are not your strong suit. Oh, okay. This could work. Oh man, I just want... You know what? We don't need it. This is not important. I'm gonna find a way to fuck this. Oh, you dick. Oh, that's gonna fucking cause a couple of upset people. That's gonna be... it's not gonna work as good as I wanted it to. But I'm sure it will work nonetheless. Nevertheless. Nonetheless or nevertheless? I think it can be said either way, can't it? I love words. Words are cool. Language is awesome. Alright, that looks good enough so far. Let's test. This big guy walking towards me. Hey, big fella. Sorry. Oh, gonna need something there to tell us. Because that's... Alright, that's gonna have to be something that gets addressed right now. Okay, so we're gonna have to put some sort of stuff in that makes it look like this is the way you're supposed to go. Okay, up here. You come out here and you automatically got that turn. It's not showing it as good as I'd want it to. So I figure, in for a penny, in for a pound. A big arrow. That should be something that says, hey, I'm supposed to be here. Oh. Oh. Alright. Let's go green. Green's good. Green means go. There we go. Oh, wouldn't that mess people up? Yeah, we'll just keep using these. I haven't really used them before. I don't really use them. But it should be a big indicator. Turn that way, idiot! Okay. Oh, I know what I'll do here. No, that's too big and bulky. You can do better, zombie. Think of something better. New. New. Barriers. Construction. There we go. Large container. If I put that there, you know what? I should go like that first, you idiot. I have this habit of putting stuff down and then I realise it's actually a couple of feet off the ground. I don't care. That'll be fine. Let's put that like that. And we'll put that like that. And let's just put that there like that. Alright, it looks a little janky, but it will make sense. Oh wow. That's a little lumpy there. Can that sit like that, or would that look awkward? Sorry guys, I know this is boring, but I do appreciate you hanging out, even though it is boring. No, we need more of these, because I know this is going to be an issue over here. Someone's going to miss that corner and they're going to go, you should have put something there to tell me. I didn't know. And I'll be like, it's on the mini-map. I was too busy racing. I wasn't looking at the mini-map. That's not my problem. You don't blame the guide. You know, when the guide says, oh, I took him out for a fucking walk through the jungle. You lost your party. Yeah, I wasn't going to look at the map. I ain't time to pay attention to that. Look, I told them sunrise is sunrise. Yes. Yes. The zombie, are you the type of person that might put shit in the way just for the shits and giggles of it? You all know me too well. Little obstacles in life make us the people we are. If you're thinking, what, arseholes? Yeah. Someone is going to turn into a right arsehole playing this one. They're going to go, that fucking prick. I mean, if they don't call me a prick after trying to do this, like if this doesn't annoy people, then I'm really not doing my job well. Am I? It's got to annoy people. I'm not saying I want people to rage out, but it is a part of me. There is a bit of me that's like, I don't care. If someone raged out and quit, it wouldn't bother me. I'd laugh. Because I just find that's how important I think this is. That's why I'd laugh. Because I don't think this is important at all. This is a bullshit game. Pisses me off. Oh, don't worry. I fucking lose my temper at this game all the fucking time. It's not new to me. I've gotten better over it. I'm better with handling my anger on games than I was years and years and years ago. I know I say I try not to get mad over games and that because they're just a game. I try not to let it bother me. And I honestly do. I do try. It doesn't mean that sometimes there aren't moments where I'm just like, this fucking game. Okay, checkpoints. Excuse me, but I believe you have to get up a bit. Thank you. As that's gonna be a lot better. Ogly doggly. Oh. Yes. 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 There's an idea, somebody. Why didn't you think of that earlier? Because you're an idiot. Shut up, brain. You asked. You ever had to have those little arguments with yourself where you're just like, shut the fuck up? You tell yourself, shut up. Yeah, I've had those moments. Lots of them. But I only, in my defense, I have those moments where I should really shut up, and I have lots of them. But that's only because I'm an idiot. Okay, that's the only reason. It's not because of any other reason other than I'm an idiot. I don't care that there's shipping containers all over this. That doesn't worry me. I'm okay with that. And there we go. Testy testicle time. Nope. I don't like it. See, I don't like it because over here I had to put these. And it's like, no offence, but if I'm going to be putting containers, shipping containers down, I might as well just continue using the shipping containers, eh? Adoy. I'm just trying to guide. Just trying to guide people. I don't necessarily care if they miss it. That's not my problem. As the creator of a track, your problem isn't, your concern is not whether people can complete the track. No, no, no. Your concern is, can you complete the track to do a test? That is it. You don't give a shit whether anybody can actually complete the... You don't care whether anybody can complete it in a race. That's not important. But can you complete it in a test? That's where it kind of matters. And if you can't, then you got to keep building. Because if you can complete it in a test, then anybody can complete it. That's pretty much how it works. If you can complete the test, you can complete the race. If you can't complete the race, if you can't complete the test, no one's going to complete the race. I know it doesn't sound that simple, but it is. And that's pretty much where my care of it. That's what I... So it's like, try to make it nice and fun, and that's part of it, yes. But at the same time, as long as I can pass it, it don't worry me if no one else can. You know, just keep trying. You have to be able to. If I'm able to pass it, like I've built a match, I built a race one time, and I got told that's almost impossible, and I was like, yeah, you're right. It is almost impossible, but it's not. It is possible. Has to be possible because I had to test it. It had to work. If I can't pass the test, I can't publish the track. It's just that simple. Actually, this isn't too bad. Lady, you watch it. You're the one that got in front of me. Actually, I like that. That's pretty good. A photo. La photo. Anyone even going to notice those things? Probably not. The mob Camry. Edit a camera for the lobby, eh? That's better. Oh, publish. Go fart. Yeah. Your race Go Fart is available on the Game Social Club website. I want it named after Topeka. Go Fart. Back in a minute. Go on. I'm back. Back, crack and sack, we're all back. Did I save that? Or did I just exit without saving? Oh, fuck. I hope I didn't exit without saving. Fuckity fuck. Fucker. Yeah, I'm sure I'm fine. Bom, 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 bom. If possible, whenever you make a race, try and make it end somewhere significant. I thought they left. I thought Topeka and my son walked out the door. Then I was going to say, it's not even a goodbye. Rude.
Yeah, you have 2 tablets, but no more than twice a day, 2 tablets. It's not recommended to have those too often. Phones have anti-inflammatory too.
Da, 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 da. Come on, loading in the screen here. One could fall asleep waiting. Joining GTA Online. Okay. I don't know why it doesn't always just give me my own personal thing. It's always like, no, we're going to give you another lobby. It's like, yeah, prick. Now, I'm not going to be building the big, long track while I'm live. That is not what I'm going to be doing. What I'm going to be doing is I'm building little bits and pieces right now to test out. There has been an error joining the session. Please return the fuck. All you had to do was just find a lobby that was there and it put me in it, you stupid Anyway, we're not going to get mad. So the idea is several races that I've built, several things that I've done in these races. Some of the stuff works, some of it doesn't. And by doing all these little races and that, what I'm doing is I'm building a filing system in my brain of what works and what doesn't. Be it locations, vehicles, jumps, whatever. Which are the ones that work the best? Which are the ones that are easy to work with? Locations that are more acceptable to the props and all that sort of stuff. So I'm building a catalogue of information about the tracks and the building of the tracks. When I do finally build this really long marathon endurance race, I will be drawing from everything that I've built, every little bit of knowledge that I've gained from this. But first, my friends, we need to check how that other race works out. I also have another race that I was working on. I was going to say, there's that red thing flashed up again. What is it? Nah, no idea. Whatever that Rockstar message is that keeps popping up, it never pops up. Always pops up translucent or transparent, and I can never read what it is. Starting to piss me off if I'm being honest.
Can I help you, sir?
Because I'm wondering if it's something I'm supposed to know about. Hey, $13.5 billion.
Just
Rich
call right
motherfuckers.
back if you need anything.
So I hope everyone's doing alright out there in the real world. There's so many people that that over the years supported this channel and have come through, and some watch, some don't. You know, well, some watch and comment in the chat, some don't. To all the people that are lurkers and don't comment, I might not know who your names are, but I do appreciate yous, and I might not be able to directly say shout out to you because I'm not aware that you're in the chat, because you're just watching and lurking. But you know, I do appreciate yous guys as well. I wish I knew who yous were so I could shout yous out, but you know, for whatever reason, some people don't choose not to talk, and that's okay as well. I'm okay with that. Okay, so I'm going to make a playlist quickly. Go fart. Do 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 do. Just need a name. Boo. Go fart. So, this Go Fart one I named after Topeka. I dedicate this race to my lovely wife. Let's put it up 3 laps. Let's get into it. I had the police turned on too, so you never know. Yeah, I got this modern one. Now, I didn't put any speedy thingies or anything like that in here, so there's nothing in this that's going to make you go fast or anything like that. Yet. I might put some. And this is not finished. Why would you put a... Ah, because it's movable. Got it. Move, lady. Sorry. Sorry, dude. It's a go-kart. Hopefully we're not killing people enough to where it actually gets the police involved. But, oh, just as I say that. Oops, sorry. 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 I really am sorry. Ow. They've like put way more people in since the test, eh? Okay, let's get into it. See about putting some pepper on this race now. It's funny because I can build these types of races, no problem. These are fucking easy. Anybody can build these ones. Just dropping checkpoints on the ground. Putting a couple of things to block some roads. That's it. That's really easy. Big hat goes off to the bloody people that do those parkour missions. Because think about it. I had to test all these checkpoints. Those parkour ones, they got to test all the checkpoints. Imagine trying to test the last checkpoint. You just can't quite grab it. You keep fucking up. Because you've done some impossible... You have to go through all that. Unless, of course, there's a way on a PC where you can bypass all of that. But there's those people... Oh, that's a fucker. That's going to get you every time, isn't it? So you have to really heavy brake on that corner. To me, if you want to put an unpredictable obstacles in your tracks, leave the people and the vehicles on. Put the tracks on the road. Be near a plane, near an airport, or somewhere where there's high traffic. So just puts a couple of little shipping containers in a zigzaggy pattern was enough to make you have to focus on the cornering then. Okay, remember that corner. Aha! God damn it. You miss one pellet on one side and you end up catching the next one. That's alright. I don't mind. 3 laps of that, 4 minutes. Yeah, that's alright. It's not too bad. That worked out alright. Could have been better. Picked up a couple of things from that particular one that I just made, so there are things that I could do to make that improve that a little bit better. And if I ever do another one there again or anything like that again, I will forget everything I learned there and do the exact same thing, and then after I've raced it, say the exact same thing I'm saying right now, because I'm fucking stupid. Great. Yes. Yes. We'll put this one the 3 laps as well. This one's name is Moose Knuckle. Shout out to Criminal for naming this one. I sent him a picture of what the track looked like and said it needs a name. Moose Knuckle it is. Give me my fucking helmet. All right. This is another no frills. I've just put the track down. I've made sure it can work. That's the big problem. You got to make sure. Why is this part of the? Oh no, it's green. It's okay. You got to make sure the track lines up. That's the big thing. You know, all these other stuff that you put in afterwards. Or something you do afterwards. First, you got to get the concept of the track right. You got to make sure that works. It lines up. It's got to be able to go around corners, go up hills, go down. Will your car make it? All that sort of stuff. Once you've done that, then you can go put all the flashy stuff in. You know, do you want to put some smoke in? Do you want to put some floors in so that it looks like it's all in one place? Like down there, I can see the road. Do I want to block that off to make it so I can't see the road? You know, all those sorts of things. I put that slow down strip there because I was being lazy. I could have moved the checkpoint, so then what would happen is you'd hit that jump, that top of that crest of the hill there, you'd hit it, and if you were doing a decent sport, you would overshoot the checkpoint at the bottom of the hill. And you'd end up landing next to the next one. And I could have just removed that checkpoint and had it so then you did a jump and landed there. But I put the checkpoint, I put that slow down strip there instead because I thought, well, not every single race needs to have massive jumps. Slow down strips are just as useful. They can be used correctly to help you stay on track, to make it so you don't fall off the track and all that sort of stuff. Or they can be used in a diabolical method that reduces your speed when you need it the most. Definitely could do with some fireworks or smoke where the finish line is. Something that indicates the finish line is just here. G'day Googs, how you going, mate? G'day Jimmy. Ah shit, I looked at chat. Doing pretty good there, man. How's your smoko working out for you? Oh, smoko break. How long do you get for smoko, or do you decide your own time? Turf wars. Why is that familiar? Was that San Andreas? You had the turf war in San Andreas? Or are you speaking of a GTA game in... I don't think I've... Like, if it's a GTA version of the game Turf War, I don't think I played it. I remember the Turf War thingies that was in San Andreas. I used to love doing them. Well, I'm talking to everybody, Googs. Except for when I said, I'm talking to everybody, Googs. That moment, I was just talking to you. No worries, Dad. I remember you. I remember you were self-employed. That's why I was asking. You know, do you give yourself? Do you have a? Are you strict with that? Like, do you have a? Like, I get it. You know, you can have as long as you want, but are you strict with yourself? Do you say to yourself sometimes? No, no, no. Jimmy. So let me clarify, Googs. Jimmy said he was on Smoko, and I was asking him how's his Smoko going. Because he said he's on Smoko, smoke break for work. That's all. There you go. Are you sleeping?
Yeah, back soon.
Bye!
Bye.
See, they always walked out the fucking door without saying goodbye. Rude. So do you set yourself a limit? Do you say to yourself, you know, obviously you got to get a job done. So you got to, you know, take your smokos when you can and all that sort of stuff. When it's busy, 5 minutes, otherwise 30 minutes, having a vegetarian curry. Oh, yeah? Smoke. Nah, smoko. So, the word smoke, drop the E, put an O on the end. SMOKO. Drink 4 times for the screwed up zomb. You think I'm screwed up? You should actually sit down and have a beer with me. No, I figured it's not a thing you'd say there. You very rarely actually chuck an O on the end of anything. In Australia, we do it a lot. Bottle shop is a bottle-o. A service station is a servo. Having a smoke break is a smoko. That's just us. So if you hear the O chucked on the end of something, Googs, there's a good chance that person's been to Australia or is Australian or maybe New Zealander. So there you go, mate. There you go. So now you know that. Now you know that if you hear that and you hear the O on the end, then you can go, that's Australian talk. Afternoon is arvo. You know, we are just a weird bunch. Hey, you guys did it first, all right? We started, all right? We were like, we speak English, we speak the King's English, the Queen's English, and you guys used to do the same, and then you started saying you speak English, but you don't really. So we decided, fuck it, if American can say they speak English, but they don't speak anything that sounds English, then we can say we speak English too, and we'll just make up our own. Bucko or fucko, yeah. Hey, Bucko. But bucko is short for buckaroo. Yeah. So Topeka had her PlayStation 4 die the other day on her. I know, sad day. Sad, sad day. Now, this is only a short little race. So all the little things that I've been doing in the races, they help go into the mind that builds things like this. Shit! We can recover. Not just one cross and a figure eight, it's a double figure eight. Oh, diabolical. This one I named Take a Long Line. It's named after the Angels song of the same name, Take a Long Line. Selling postcards at a paper stand with a whiskey bottle in his withered hands. Not sure what's there, but I just hit something. Oh yeah, she keeps no secrets from me. Well, the other one, Shadow Boxer, they fucking, am I ever gonna see your face again? No way, get fucked, fuck off. Fucking Angels, man, they're awesome. I fucking, and Rose Tattoo was good as well. I've asked people, you know, you heard of them, and they're like, nah. Oh, I asked Seven one time, he was live, and I said, hey, play some Rose Tattoo. So he played a song called Rose Tattoo, and I was like, oh no, that's not it. And he goes, no, it's called Rose Tattoo, that's it. I was like, no, there's a band called Rose Tattoo. He's like, oh. I said, yeah, it's got the little short guy with no hair in it. That's, you know, Angry Anderson from the Tina Turner Mad Max movie, Beyond Fun and Name. Yep. Shelley Strong, fucking Skyhooks. Old 55, Frankie J. Holden and his band, with Wilbur Wilde and all that. Yep, fucking classics, man. John Paul Young. Okay, so I wasn't really into John Paul Young because it was a bit girly for me. You know. Dale Braithwaite, Sherbet. How's that? most of my track names and most of the things that I do on YouTube, whenever I make a title for something, they always have some twisted pun to a movie, music, phrase, a phrase in a movie, a phrase in a song, always something like that. Got work in 6 hours? No worries, Googs, mate. You take it easy. I don't even say I'm going to have a smoke anymore. I just say I'm going to go do cancer research. Nah. Yeah, it is. That's me laughing at that like the first time I heard it. A job ain't nothing but work. Yeah. Everything in your life is work. A job. I don't know. My trade's in carpentry. So I think if me and Jimmy got together and we could find a Sparky, we could build houses. A Sparky and a plumber. We're right. Set our own business up. Let's go building houses. I'll do the carpentry work. Jimmy can paint, do the plastering. I don't know. Are you any good at plumbering? Doing any plumber work or electrician work there? G'day JR, mate. How you going, man? I think he got hidden by mistake then. Yeah, I got it. I got it, Googs. I unhid it. How you been, man? Pornstar JR. Not to be confused with Prawn Star RJ. I've been pretty good, man. Doing pretty good. How are you, man? Yeah, but I know who he is. It's not a porn channel. And I know who it is. That's why I don't get my mods to time anybody out. I'm right here. I'll do it if I need to. I see Pornstar all the time in. I see JR all the time in drunks. In drunk stream. Let me just do this so then there's no confusion in the future. There we go. I just made you a standard mod, mate. No confusion in the future then. Oh, no worries, man. And I wouldn't be worried if it was a porn star. You're talking to a guy whose wife actually entered him into a competition with a one-night date with Belladonna. So, you know, oh, and if you don't know who Belladonna is, then, you know, you need to up your porn game. Deep Throat. Remember old Deep Throat? Deep Throat, you know, there was... people will say, you know, I learned a lot from porn, and it's like, there's not really a lot you can learn from porn. Actually, there is a fair bit you can learn from porn. Deep Throat had some stuff in there. Like, if there's a chick and she's bending over and she's being done in the butt by a dude, don't eat her out. Because if you watch that movie, there's a part where the guy comes out of the lady and he smacks the guy right, the guy that he bumps him right in the chin with his hard on. And I was just thinking, all right, mental note, don't do that. It was fucking hilarious. I wish there was a channel just for porn bloopers. That fucking hilarious, man. Back in the day, me and Topeka, like, get the old picture magazines and that. They used to have the blue movies in there. You send away from, or you could call up and make an order on the phone. So Topeka, we didn't have a phone at the time. So Topeka's at the phone box, standing at the phone box going, yes. And she's got people around her, and she's making this huge order. Yes. Can I have School of Cock? Yes. Anal Academy? Yep. Yeah. Okay. Oh, there's a School of Cock too? Yeah, better chuck that in. Okay, let's grab this monies out of here. No, everybody's got a kink, ain't they? Some people like porn, some people don't like porn. I don't love it, but, you know, I'm not going to shy away from it. I'm going to finish cancer research before I go to bed. No worries. You do that. I like how he calls it cancer research. He's not fucking giving any notes over to anybody, is he? I'm terrible at goodbyes. I used to be terrible at that sort of thing too. Then I said to myself, when I was watching people do YouTube, and I'd see people do the same thing. Like, Drunk will do it every now and then. He'll say, all right, I'm out of here, guys. And then someone will ask a question, and he'll get into a conversation. About 45 minutes later, after he said, I'm out of here, guys, he'll actually leave. And I seen people do that sort of thing all the time, and I thought, oh, okay. You could get suckered back into a conversation again. So that's why I have the phrase at the end of my stream, I'm out, I'm a dot and dust. See ya. Once I say that, I've said to myself, once I say that at the end of my stream, I don't care what pops up in the chat, I'm not responding. Or else I'll be there all night. I'll be there all night. Because I've got no problem talking with people. I've got no problem chatting about almost anything. DDG is good. He says, bye, I'm out. Yeah, but you watch how many times before the end of a stream he'll say, all right, guys, I'm done. It's been an hour. And you watch. He'll sit there a lot longer than after he says, like, he'll say bye, and then if someone says something in his ear before he's hit the button, he responds. And nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I was just thinking, oh no, I got to know, I got to be able to have a cut-off point. I got to be able to have that point that, you know. So I just gave myself that phrase, which I stole. That's not even my phrase. I stole that phrase, but I'm owning it. And until people out there actually go, hey, that phrase is from, I'm not going to say it. I have mentioned before. But I'm going to continue saying it. Even after people say, hey, that phrase is from such and such, I'm going to go, yep, good for you. I'll give you a pat on the head. I don't know. But yeah, no, it's not important, you know, because when you're streaming, it's your time, isn't it? You're on for as long as you want to be on. But I gave myself that one little thing that I said, no, as soon as I say that, that's it. I've got to end the stream. Once, I think one time someone made a comment just as I said that, and I went, I'll have to get back to you afterwards, mate. And normally I don't say anything after I say see ya. After I say I'm out, I'm a dot and dust, see ya. Normally I don't say anything after that. I always hang around in the chat for a couple of minutes afterwards though, just in case anybody says anything. And like for about half hour after I, like if I do an upload of a video or a premiere, about half an hour after it's premiered or something, I'll hang around the chat. I suppose I could mention that and have a conversation with people outside of it, but I don't. I just did. There you go. It's getting night time. Let's park. Where shall we park and see if anything good happens? Let's park here. Oh, I can get up on this. This is the first time I've ever gotten up on here. Didn't even know I could. Yeah, I come by and watch your stream all the time there, Googs. Every time you stream I always come in. I don't always say hello though. I don't always comment. Every now and then I'm just not in the mood to hear my name of my channel through the voice of fucking Kanye West. That auto-tune thing. Yep. If Kanye West had never used it, and if Kanye West was a decent human being, I probably wouldn't give a shit. You know? Sometimes it's like, oh, I don't want to hear my voice like Kanye. I don't want to hear my channel name in the Kanye West auto-tune fucking... So I just say nothing and I just watch. Oh, I wonder if that white car down there will turn into the Christina car. Nope. Ah, you suck, car. Yeah, nothing wrong with that, man. So I was saying beforehand to all the people that come in and lurk, man, that don't actually say anything in the chat. I appreciate them. I wish they would say something sometimes so then I could actually say it to them directly by name, you know. Hey, I appreciate you. But, you know, hey, each to their own. It's not my job to force people to talk. If people don't want to talk, they don't have to talk. Might be a language barrier. There might be something like that. That might be the issue. I don't know. Maybe they don't talk because don't want to get into conversations with people that are in the chat. Maybe they don't want to talk because they have a sense of humour that might not be easy to understand. Nah, you're right, man. You're right. I like to watch your streams, Googs, and sometimes I just like to sit there and watch and not speak because I don't want you... I don't want to change the train of thought you're on. Whether I agree or disagree with whatever you're talking about, I like to listen to the train of thought. And if I interrupt that, then I might misunderstand what you're trying to say. So I'd rather not say anything and allow you to finish your thought or finish what it is you're trying to say. That's me, though. That's just me. I'm one of those types of people. It's nothing special. So I just normally just no, don't change what you do, man. Do you. Just keep doing you. Don't have to do anything special for me. Nine times out of 10, when I come in, you'll be on whenever I come in, there'll be a subject you're talking about, and sometimes the subject's interesting to me because you're in a different country, so you're seeing things from a different view, whatever the problem might be, issue, whatever it is you might be talking about, and you're seeing it from things. So I like to hear it from your point of view, and I don't want to interrupt that. You know, my time to talk is right now. I'll fucking chew your ear off now. But in your chat, I'll let it play out because I like to not interrupt those sorts of certain things. I got no problem jumping in and saying g'day, but then there are certain conversations I'll go no. I want to hear how this plays out. Nothing worse than when you're halfway through answering a question, someone else says something and you stop for a second to address them, and then you can't get back on track. So I just sit back and I just try not to be that person that interrupts it, you know. And if the conversation keeps going down that way, I'll just keep listening because to me it's interesting. It doesn't matter whether I agree or disagree. That's not the thing. I'm interested in. I like the debates. I like you put forward an argument, someone else put forward an argument. You know, and doesn't even necessarily have to be an argument. I don't know why it's phrased that way, but yeah, you know, two opposing thoughts. There's nothing wrong with that. Nah, I'm Australian, mate. So my idea is I will learn more in your chat about your opinion and be able to understand how you speak. There's a big problem. I don't know if Googs has experienced this, but Googs has a way of being able to talk that is not the same as the way he types. And I don't think I'm speaking out of school when I say this. So I can understand Googs's writing because I've paid attention to the way he speaks. So I know that when he writes things, he's trying to keep within the character limit of what he can actually put down. Which means, 9 times out of 10, his thoughts he's putting down in words, in text form, are not complete. Because it's a spacing and an issue on making sure he words it to where other people can understand it, blah, blah, blah. When he's talking, it's different. So after watching him and listening to him and that, I have a better way of being able to read Googs's texts without getting offended. Because I have context on how he speaks, how he words things, how his mannerisms are and all that sort of stuff. That's part of my psychology. My brain picks up on that sort of stuff and hones in on it. So now, when I read anything that Googs has written, I know, read it in the style of Googs. Don't read it in the style of Zombie, because Googs ain't Zombie. And that's what I do with everybody. When I read Drunks, I know how to read all of Drunks' texts and messages and all that sort of stuff, no matter what state of mind he's in. because I've seen it. I've watched. There was one time, I don't know if you remember this, Googs, you might have been a little bit, let's say, on the drunk side. There was one time you said if someone didn't agree with your opinion, then they weren't getting their mod back. Which I thought, oh, that's a bit much. But hey, your channel, your rules, I don't care. Don't anybody hear that, what I just said there, and automatically think that Googs is a prick. There is more to it. There is context to that conversation. There was way more to it. I'm just paraphrasing and shortening it up. If you want to know more, just go check out Googs' channel. You'll either enjoy it or you won't. That's the thing about Googs' channel. You'll either enjoy it or you won't. When you know, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, there's context to it. There's context to it. Don't just listen to me and think, Googs is a prick. You got to agree with everything he says or else you won't get mod. No, that's not what I'm saying. There was context to it. It's...
Guest services. Can I help you, sir?
That's the other thing. I never try to, like, if someone says something about another YouTube and they go, this person did this and I don't like it. Okay, cool. You know, it doesn't influence me at all. It's like, it's not like I'm going to go, really? They called you a prick? Well, I'm never watching them again. No, I just sit there and say, oh, okay, they called you a prick. Righto. They called you a prick. They didn't call me a prick. They called you a prick, and I don't know the reason why. Were you being a prick? We all have the ability to be a prick every now and then. Most of the time when we're pricks, we are the last one to notice that we're being a prick. Why? I fucking have no idea. I guess we're just obsolete to that way of thinking. I'm an arsehole all the time. Yeah, you say you're an arsehole all the time, but you're not. You're not. I think it's more of a case of you don't give a shit if anybody thinks you're an arsehole. Which, I can respect that. I don't care if anybody thinks I'm an arsehole either. Actually, no, I take that back. I care if Topeka thinks I'm an arsehole. I care if my kids, well, no, I care if they think I'm an arsehole too. But, you don't care whether people think you're an arsehole. But I know you're not an arsehole. An arsehole's the type of person that'll, I was going to say, would splash an old lady with a puddle of water with his car in the middle of the rain just to be a prick. But then I know people... You might actually do that, and then if you do, then you probably deserve the title of arsehole. King arsehole even, maybe. No, I don't think you're an arsehole. I think that you don't give a shit if people think you're an arsehole. Big difference. But I don't think you're an arsehole. I think you've just grown acceptance to the idea that you're not going to please everybody. There's always going to be someone out there that's going to disagree with you and think you're an arsehole cunt. And what can you do about that? Nothing. There's nothing you can do to change someone's opinion on that. So why should you waste your energy on it? That's how it comes across to me. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But that's how you come across to me. You don't give a shit whether someone thinks you're an arsehole. You're not going to waste your energy on it People are free to think whatever they want. Maybe sometimes, Googs, you don't express yourself the way you want to when you're typing. That's why I took the time to make sure I come over and listen to the way you speak and stuff like that. Because, you know, not everything... Text messages can't be read properly. No one reads them with sarcasm, or no one can tell whether they're jokes or anything like that. Let's test this helicopter going down Chilean. I'll request a game. Original Bomberman. You remember the original Bomberman? I think it was on 64, maybe. I don't know, I can't remember. It was on a floppy disk, that's right. I had it on a floppy disk. Original Bomberman. If you can play that, there's my game I'm requesting. Oh, see, I respect the person. I don't necessarily respect the beliefs. No, because that's different to me. I'm not saying anybody has to do what I do. I respect the person saying to myself, they're a human being just like me. They've got thoughts and opinions, hopes, dreams, wishes, fantasies, kinks, all the same sorts of things every other human's got. They might have some batshit crazy beliefs. I don't have to respect the belief, but I can respect the person. And I can respect that the person has those beliefs. But I'll never shy away from saying I don't agree. Like, to me it's like I won't like, if I don't agree on something, I'll point out I don't agree. Or if something sounds weird, I'll point out that sounds weird to me. If it doesn't sound right, doesn't sound logical, then I'll point it out. Now it's up to that person to... That person can do with that information what they want to do with it. They can go, well, that's just my belief on the subject. And I'll go, okay then, cool. You know, I respect you as a human being. You have beliefs that are, and thoughts that are different than mine. I can respect that. But it won't make it any easier for me to understand what they're talking about. Or, you know, respect the opinion. I can respect that a person has an opinion, but it doesn't mean I respect the actual opinion. Only because some people out there have some really fucked up opinions. Ever heard of a group called Mamba? The group of people that actually have a conference every year. There's a group of adult men, adult males, that think it's okay to sleep with children. They actually have meetings every fucking year. Because and their meetings take place in America. And because America being the land of the free, everybody has the right to free speech and opinion, these people get away with having their fucking meetings. I don't understand why a gunman doesn't go in and do the world a fucking favour. But no, that doesn't happen. For some reason, they choose innocent kids as their victims. They don't go after these scumbags that openly have these fucking meetings. So, yeah, I respect that they're a human being, but that's very thin layer of respect for those types of people. And it's not even really respect. It's more of a, you could be an organ donor. I got no problem with that. Yeah, so I mean, it's one of those things that you have to be flexible. Well, no, you don't. You don't have to be flexible. No one has to be flexible. No one has to do anything. You know, you don't have to be flexible. You can be stubborn and as rigid as you want. That's fine. But the more flexible you are to the ideas that, you know, just understanding that your ideas are just that. They're your ideas. And your beliefs are just that. They're your beliefs. It's like when people want to be pro-life and all that sort of stuff. It's like, all right, you be pro-life with your life. Don't do it with mine. You know, same sort of thing. And that's the thing, is people... My opinion, yeah, that's exactly it. It's your opinion, not mine. My opinion might differ. My opinions are... there's a lot of opinions I have that are very similar to everybody else's. Yeah, sick neighbours. Had a few of them, mate. I was working with this cunt. And then I fucking seen him on the news. He wasn't working with us very much longer after that. Yep. People are. And, you know, that's the thing about human beings. We are all flawed. Whatever righteous things you have about you, right? Whatever things, like, you say to yourself, anybody that does that is scum, you can guarantee there's something you do, and there's another group of people out there saying that if you do that thing, you're scum. It's like, yeah, but there's variations of different variations of scum, isn't there? It's like, what type of scum? A scum that's like in the floor of the shower, or pond scum? I don't know which is worse, but...
See ya.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with the sex offenders registry list. I agree with that. But then there's a part of me... Alright, this needs a little bit of explanation because it sounds wrong. There's a part of me that I really agree with it. But then there's a part of me that disagrees with it. And I've mentioned that before I've got to explain my reasons why there's a part of me that disagrees with it. I've been met with all sorts of things. So you think it's okay for those monsters just to come back into society? No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying there's a hypocrisy to it when we don't do it to every other crime. If someone does something like those, a sex offence, we put them on a list. They can do their time in jail. They can come out. We put them on a list. We say, do your time, serve your time, and you can go about your life as normal afterwards. But that's not true. Why don't we have the same sort of list for thieves? Repeat offenders that are always breaking into houses and stuff like that. Why don't we put people on a registered list that are murderers? Or drunk drivers? You know, or something like that. I just think legally and in a justice system way, it doesn't work to have a registry just for one type of criminal, offence. I just think it would be fairer to have it for all. I'm not saying get rid of it. I'm just saying it's a bit unfair that it's only for that particular group. Because the guy that fucking murdered my nana, when he got out of fucking jail, he was able to roam around the streets. We didn't even fucking know where he was. You know? So, I just feel like, yeah. But no, you know, in all other crimes, most other crimes, it's considered, no, you've done your time, therefore... It's like, But does that not apply to them people as well? They've done their time. No, we put them on a list. Why do you put them on a list? Because we know there's no such thing as therapy in jail. You can't fix people like that. Alright, I agree. But why do you think you can fix the murderers? And the other criminals? You know, why do you think you can fix it? Why have I got cops after me? I own a fucking hangar there. Alright. Yeah, that's it. It is crazy. It's like, why can't they have their life fucked up? They get to, you know, continue on with life. We got a constant, you know, the families and victims and that, they have a constant reminder. So I just think it's a bit... So on that aspect, I agree with the registry list. I 100% agree with it. But I only disagree with it because it laughs in the face of all the other crimes out there. It's like, if you can't rehabilitate them, why do you think you can rehabilitate the others? Why don't they just all go on a list? How many people have been charged with... Now, the reason why they have this list too, by the way, is because of all the times... some people thought it was just parents and that. No, police and justice systems wanted this list too. Do you know how many times a predator has been caught by the police and then released again because this information wasn't known? They weren't put on a radar. No one knew there was a sex offender living in the area because they got to fly under the radar and they just commit the crime again. I don't know why I just don't put an island. Why don't we just get together as a world and go, alright, which is the shittiest country out there? We need a big country, something that's, you know, maybe hot and unhospitable, hazards everywhere, maybe a big island. No, fuck off. Australia was already used as a prison colony once before, not doing it again. But another place kind of like Australia, but without all the beauties. And just go, right, heavy crimes from all over the world, you get dumped there. Where's the security guards? We don't have them. Don't need them. You wouldn't need them. Just get a big island, dump all the prisoners there. You don't need her. The other thing is too is what can get you put on the sex offender list. You know, and a guy can go to a nightclub. A person can go to a nightclub. Generally, this only happens to men. Very rarely does it happen to women. Right? But a guy can go to a nightclub, start chatting with a lady, buy her a drink. Someone finds out she's underage, he's in trouble for grooming. Right. Does the nightclub have to take any responsibility for letting an underage fucking person in the first place? Do they not? They hire bouncers to check IDs. Why is it they never charged for failing to do their job, endangering the public or something like that? No protection at all. And the reason why I said it happens to men more than it does women, because hardly any kid, any male out there with his squeaky broken voice is going, yeah, I'm really 18, with his fake ID. And chances are, if he gets laid at the nightclub, he's not fucking telling a soul. Actually, he's telling everybody. But not the police. He's not getting anyone charged. He's trying to get back next weekend. Yes, I know. Us males are fucking pigs, alright? I get it. We're disgusting. But other than that, I mean, like I was saying before, there are certain things in the world that, you know, it's like, no, I don't have to respect that opinion. Generally, those people that have certain opinions in that that was a. Hopefully, people understood. That was a very broad example. That was not. That was just an example of some of the most extreme beliefs people have, and I'm not going to respect that belief system at all. There's a whole heap of other ones out there too that I don't respect. I don't respect that belief. There's a whole heap of beliefs out there that I don't respect from the get-go. But I will at least hear the person out, because no one tries to talk to me about other particular subjects to justify it. I mean, that's the other thing too. It's how people justify their beliefs. That makes a difference too. If you justify your belief because it's like, oh, well, that's what I was taught, or that's how I was raised, then I don't respect it as much as if it's a belief you came up with on your own. Critical thinking is a key important thing for human beings. It's what allows us to survive and evolve. Critical thinking. The ability to be able to think for yourself and come up with ideas and rationalize them, whether they're good ones or bad ones, you know, and how you implement those ideas. That's all up onto the individual, and the critical thinking side of you will decide how to do that. If you say, my belief is because of the Bible, I don't not respect the person, but I don't respect that belief. I don't say that, oh, well, you shouldn't do that, that's wrong, or anything like that. I just go, yeah, it's not, I don't believe in that. And by default, I'm already, by saying I don't believe in religion, I'm already being disrespectful to someone's personal beliefs. And it's not even through any fault of my own. Just the only way I can truthfully be respectful of them is to go, oh, that's cool. That's it. Doesn't sound genuine. I'd rather just say, nah, no, it's not my bag. I don't get it. I'll use the same quote as I've used before. I've not been showed enough evidence to allay my doubts. That's it. I'm big on evidence. Same with the justice system. I'm big on evidence. You know, if there's evidence. That guy just said, learn to drive. It's like, I'm flying, dipshit. Alright, here's the other dealer. Yeah, lady. Huh? Oh, okay. I was talking to the character in GDA. I was like, hey, lady, because she was taking a photo of me helicopter and Topeka just walked in the door. I was like, what? See? I told you, everybody, she's such a fucking narcissistic. You say one word, she automatically thinks you're talking about her. Thinks she's fucking important. I love stirring her up. Just finished eating? No worries, man. My problem with the list is some places, if you get indecent exposure charges because you had to piss. Yeah, exactly. That's another thing. You know, what are the reasons why people are being put on this list? You know, should a person be put on a list because he went for a leak near a school? I don't know. Was it school time? That's my first question. My first question is, was school in? If the answer's no, it was midnight, then no. You should only be put on that list if there's intent. You know? Which again, someone will go, but forts aren't intent, they're just forts. So should people be on that list for forts? No, they should be on a different fucking list. the sex offender list should be for people that have been found guilty beyond a reasonable doubt and they show no signs of ever being rehabilitated. Their crimes are horrific enough to where there is no hope for them. We need to monitor where they are at all times. Right? That's the people that need to be on that list. A person taking a leak and there's no bathroom facilities around, that's not the person. You don't need to destroy that man's life. Is he sitting there going, hey, is there any young kids that can come hold this for me? Doc says I'm not allowed to lift anything heavy. Ha ha ha. Okay, that cunt needs to go on a list. But if they're just taking a leak, it's like, no. But they had their penis out in public. Yeah, but it was weeing. It wasn't being jerked. It was taking a piss. But that's a fetish too for some people, isn't it? Fucking humans. What the fuck is wrong with us? Women lie about it. Yeah, women do. Women lie about it. Women have lied in the past. Why am I have a hanger. I have a hanger. This hanger right here is mine. I should not even be getting shot at. It makes no sense. Why am I being shot at? I had no police. Is it because of the type of helicopter? I own one of these. We did that one down there, didn't we? Yes. No worries, Googs. Take it easy, mate. Sweet dreams. There's a conversation to be having before you go to sleep. Fucking nightmare fuel. But like Googs was saying, yes, women have lied about being assaulted. There's also men out there that have lied about assaulting women, saying they didn't. Humans can lie. I don't think it's about sex. There's the thing. It's got nothing to do with sex. Okay? Men and women both lie. Men and women will lie for the same reasons. Those reasons are always the same. To gain stuff. To get out of trouble. To get what they want. To hurt people. You know, they're humans. Humans beings are the fucking worst. I say that because we're the only species that thinks highly of ourselves. We think highly of ourselves. Don't see any other animal thinking, we need to find out what's out in the universe. Why are we here? Us humans do. We want to know. But I'm about to jump off in a minute, and we've done those couple of tracks. I'm about to jump off in a minute, and I'm going to have a break, and then I'm going to start up my members only stream where we do some behind the scenes stuff that ain't normally done. So if you're a member, come back for that. If not, that'll be uploaded later on. But so I'm going to shout out everybody. Shout out to Googs, JR, mate. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to Saucy. Shout out to Jen. Shout out to Jimmy. Shout out to everybody that Dreamer. Big shout out to Topeka. Anybody else that might have been lurking, big shout out to you all. And I'll catch you all later on. I'll be back in a little bit after some lunch, and then we'll do some more of this stuff here. I'm going to be doing some editing for a video, a GDA video. So if you're here, you'll be able to see behind the scenes on that, and see how I actually make those videos. But for now, I'll have to catch you all later. I'm out, I'm a dot, I'm dust. See ya!